Hey, Richard Bryce here. Today I'm with you and we're both with the tennis wall. It's a wonderful creature, but the way that you're practicing on it might be actually preventing you from improving, or it could even be making you worse. So in this video, I want to explain why that is so you can avoid common pitfalls, and I want to show you some simple things that you can do to use the wall to its full potential so that you can become a better player. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, it'd be awesome if you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Now, you might have heard the saying before that practice makes perfect, but unfortunately that isn't true. Perfect practice makes perfect. Bad quality practice just reinforces bad habits, and unfortunately that's what happens a lot of time with a tennis wall, because the hard thing about the wall is that it sends the ball back to you really quickly. Now, it's good in one way because it can really help you work with your intensity, so you can work on your footwork and kind of work on things that way. So the wall's great in that respect, and I can build up repetitions, so it's good in that sense. But unfortunately, for a lot of people, it prevents them from programming and working on the things that they really need to work on. Number one, being the split step. If you watch me doing this, although I'm being aggressive with my feet, I'm not actually doing a split step in the way that I would in a game. And in order to do something automatically in a match, you have to practice it over and over again. Along with that comes the unit turn. So again, I was rotating my body. If you watch it, I'm trying to get my body rotated, but what I'm not doing is I'm not having time to get my hand on the throat of my racket and set up in the way that I normally would. I'm kind of pushing it around with the frame just because of lack of time. And it's going to be even more magnified if you've got a single-handed backhand. It's much harder to do it. And again, on the double-handed backhand, the wall just doesn't give you time to do that stuff. It also trains people to not keep their head down. Now, as you know, keeping your head down is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. You've got to keep your head stable through contact to increase consistency. And the wall encourages you to look up, because I've got to see where the ball's coming from. So you hit your shot and then you're a little bit rushed. And again, it's good for intensity, but it's bad for programming keeping your head still. On the same token, programming your follow through. And it's going to be especially so on a single-handed backhand or on a double-handed backhand. We want to be nice and relaxed when we're hitting our shots. We want to be hitting through the ball, following through properly. Unfortunately, tennis walls encourage that not to happen. So depending on the stage of learning that you're currently in, depending on the things that you're working on, it might be creating you more problems than the benefit that you're getting. When you want to improve something, you have to really focus on it. You have to dedicate and spend time working on that one little thing. So when you step out there in any practice environment, if you're on the wall, so there are things that I can work on the wall. Like I've said, it's good for some stuff, but you have to go, okay, I'm going to focus on that. So if the thing that you need to work on is your split step and unit turn, honestly, you'd be better off just standing in your front room just 1,000 times doing a split step and a unit turn until it's programmed in, rather than coming to the wall. Although the wall is way more fun, you'd be better off working on the thing that you actually need to work on in order to get better. Because when you practice stuff, you have to focus on it and do it over and over again until it becomes automated. Fortunately, there is a way that you can do this on a wall, and I'll show you what that is now. Fortunately, there's something really simple that you can do that can enable you to use the wall to work on some of the things that you probably really need to be working on within your practice, and that's just to feed yourself. Now, I have heard different coaches talk about standing much further back and letting the ball bounce twice, but I personally didn't find that as effective. What I like to do is just drop feed myself and then hit the shot, and then I stop and I start again, because I'm working on something really specific. So maybe here I'm working on my split step and my unit turn. So that's what I got to practice. So I feed the ball, split step, unit turn, hit the shot, stop it, start again. Okay, I'm focusing on my split step and my unit turn. Feed it, split step, unit turn, hit the shot. Okay, good. And that's the thing that I'm focusing on, so each time I can reset and reinforce this positive habit. Maybe I'm working on hitting long through my shot, so I'm trying to get extension through the shot and keeping my head still a little bit longer. Well, that's what I'll focus on, okay? Keeping the head still. And because I don't have the pressure of trying to hit the next shot, it's okay, I can practice what I need to. Obviously, I've got to go and walk and I've got to go and pick the ball up, and it's going to slow things down. But that's okay, because my goal is to try and get better at tennis, so I need to reinforce good habits rather than reinforce bad habits. And obviously I could do the same thing on the backhand. So I'm working on my one-hander. Again, I just want to work on my unit turn. And the reason I'm mentioning the split step and the unit turn so much is because that is what holds so many players back. So I'll feed it, do my unit turn, hit the shot. I was a little bit close on that one, so maybe I'll make a mental note of that. Okay, distance as well. So I feed it, split step, unit turn. That was a better quality shot. Okay, so I'm going to go again, split step, unit turn, split step, unit turn. So now I'm really focusing on the thing that I need to focus on. So what I advise you do is you start to break it down and focus on the different things that you need to work on. And the cool thing here is you can use different feeds for yourself. So far I've been giving myself that easy feed, but a lot of players struggle with high balls. You can practice those on the wall. You come in a little bit closer, you just feed the ball down. You've got to work on the footwork, you've got to get back, and you've got to really set up and try and deal with these tricky balls. So on that one I was a little bit close, I felt. You know, it's tricky, windy conditions, but that happens in a match. I was too close to the ball, so I need to set up and I need to be a bit further away. So this time, that's what I'm going to try and make sure of. I'm backing off, I've got my distance, and it was a better quality of shot. And by working on things in this way, you're practicing what you need to practice on, and you're really making yourself a better player. Now, you want to switch between the two, so you want to spend some time working on stuff like this, and then obviously you also want to spend some time working on the intensity with your feet. There's a time and place for both of them, but just understand, practicing things badly over and over again just leads to bad habits. So depending where you are now, this is going to be a much better approach. Now, before I close out the video, I just want to mention one last thing, and that's the visual side of things. I say it in every video, and the reason I say it in every video is because most adult players do not have a visual system that allows them to play at the level they want. Fortunately, vision is trainable. You can improve your ability to recognize the ball quickly, so you can react faster in this situation and in a match situation. You can improve judgment, so you can set up in better positions. You can improve ball tracking to improve your consistency. So I've created a free program to help you with that. Highly advise you grab hold of it, spend a few minutes a day working on it. I'll place the link down below in the description and up there as well. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. Give this a try on the practice wall. Let me know how you get on.